like to review very quickly the honor from the short side. Playing the honor from the short side, and that simply means if you have winning cards in a particular suit in two hands, I want you to play the ones from the hand that has the side that has the fewer cards in it first. So if you have an ace, king, 3 in one hand and a queen, jack, 6, 4, 2 in the other hand. You're going to play the ace and the king first, and that gives you the ability to play the 3 up to the queen, because you will have thrown these cards off on the ace and the king, and now you will have the queen and the jack. And by the time all those cards are played, that 6 is probably going to be good too. Right? Right. This is most typically in no trump. This situation exists more in no trump because when you're playing in a suit contract, you don't have to worry about how am I going to get back to these cards. You have like trump cards you can use to get back to this hand, but certainly in no trump, you don't want to squander all these. I mean, you have the potential to have 5 tricks here: the ace, the king, the queen, the jack, and 6. If you did it the other way and you started with the 3, because you figured, well, I don't care where I take the trick, and you played the queen, then you played low to the king and the ace, yeah, you'd get those 3 tricks, but how would you get back to the other ones? You wouldn't be able to. So you start with the high ones in the short side, then take a low one to get back to the high ones in the long side. Any questions about that? Comes up a lot, very important. Don't get stuck in the hand when you can't get to the hand to play your winners. Okay, so based on that, if there's no questions on that, let's go to page 33, where you had a couple of sample hands based on the honor from the short side. And I think I asked you to look over them before today's class. So with that in mind, with East as the dealer, what did you have as East's opening bid, if anything? Tell me that you did this. I think some people did not.
No.
So for the people that did it, what did you have as East's opening bid?
1 club.
Guys, you have 1 club. So in order for it to be 1 club, East would have to have at least 13 points, or if you play that 12 points, at least 12. I'm counting 6, 8, 9, 10 points in East.
Oh, East, I'm sorry. I had East pass, sorry.
Right, because East is the dealer, so East is going to bid first. So East is pass. It goes to South. Here's your preempt, guys. South has 6, 7 high card points, a 6-carded suit, and 2 honors in that suit. So that is a 2-heart opening bid. Remember what you need for a preempt. A preempt means you're opening in a suit above the 1 level. A 1-level opening bid is 13 to 21 points. Remember that? 2-level bid, not 2 clubs or 2 no trump. Those are strong bids. But 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades. Those are bids that show 6 to 10 high card points and a 6-carded suit with 2 honors, with 2 high cards. A 7-card suit with the same situation would be opening at the 3 level. An 8-card suit at the same situation would be opening at the 4 level. That is a 2-heart opening bid. West is in the overcall position. West would still be an overcaller because her partner hasn't bid and her opponent has. To overcall a level 2 bid, a preempt bid, you need a very strong hand. She's got West passes. It goes to North. Have we talked about what you need to respond to a preempt? Did we talk about the rule of 17?
Yes.
Let's review the rule of 17 if we talked about it. You take your high card points. Your partner has preempted. Your partner has opened like 2 hearts, like in this situation, showing 6 to 10 high card points and 6 cards in hearts with 2 stoppers, two honors. And North says, all right, I'm going to count my high card points. How many high card points does North have? She's got 5 in spades and 2 in hearts is 7, and 3 in diamonds is 10, and 6 in clubs is 16. Am I right?
And
16
then
high
two
card points. To that, she adds the number of cards she has in the suit that her partner preempted in. Her partner preempted in hearts. So she has 2 hearts. So she takes her 16 high card points. She adds two points for the 2 hearts that she's got, means she's got 18. As long as she reaches the rule of 17, in this case, she has 18, she can go to game. What's game in hearts? 4 hearts. So the contract is 4 hearts. With South as declarer, because South bid hearts first. Everybody see it? Anybody not see it? This is the time to ask a question if you don't get it. Okay, with that in mind, West is going to be on lead, right? The person to the right of the dummy or the left of the declarer, from whichever reference point you want to use. West is still on lead. What do you like for West to lead? Think about the lessons that we've had on leads.
6 of spades. 6 of spades.
Well, you could do 4th down from your longest and strongest. Another choice might be to lead the 7 of clubs, the top of a doubleton. Another choice, not a good one, would be to lead the ace of diamonds. I'm not leading aces. I'm probably leading the 7 of clubs. Hopefully my partner has the ace. My partner should have an ace in something, hopefully. So let's take it both ways. Let's take it with the 7 of clubs lead, and let's take it with a 6 of spades lead. All right, 7 of clubs lead goes down on the table. North puts her hand down on the table. South makes her plan, counting losers. Remember, in a suit contract, your plan involves counting losers.
Okay.
So suit by suit. In spades, does she have any losers?
No.
She does
No.
not. She
No.
has the ace of spades in the dummy.
Oh, I see. That's right.
After
Yeah.
that, she
No.
can trump.
Right.
No.
In hearts, does she have any losers? Absolutely. She loses ace of trump. Can't do anything about that. In diamonds, does she have any losers? You're going to tell me one.
One.
You're going to tell me one. I'm going to tell you that she has the potential to lose 2. You're assuming that somebody is going to lead the ace of diamonds and therefore make her king good. But what if East has the ace and she leads a diamond from her hand, plays the king on it, and East takes it with the ace? Because if she plays the 10 on it, East could take it with the jack. Considering where the ace is, she will not lose that king of diamonds, right? Because if she leads a diamond from her hand and West plays the ace, she will play low on it and have the king. Or if she leads a diamond from her hand and West plays low, she will play the king on it and still take the trick because the ace is sitting in West's hand.
Yeah.
But if East had the ace, she could lose them both. She doesn't know at this point where that ace is. So she has to count a potential 2 losers. Does everyone see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm counting 1 definite loser in hearts, 2 possible losers in diamonds,
Great.
and no losers in clubs. Because clubs, she is going to play the honor from the short side. What's the short side in clubs? Tell me her hand.
King's
Her hand.
South.
South.
That's her hand. She'll play the king first, then play the 6 to the ace and the queen. And after that, I mean, she actually can throw off something on that queen of clubs, can't she? She plays the king from her hand to the small card in north, then the 6 to the ace, then she's out of clubs in her hand, when she plays the queen, she could throw off a loser on it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then after that, any other clubs that, East could beat her, but she could trump it after that. Okay, so that's her plan. Hopefully not to lose more than that. 2 diamonds, 1 heart, no clubs, no spades. Sounds like she wins her contract, and she should. So with a 7 of clubs lead, what is she going to play from north? Please tell me low. Because if she doesn't play low, she's not going to be able to play the honor from the short side.
Yeah.
So she plays a 3 of clubs on the 7.
What I did.
East will play her jack. East will play her jack because 3rd hand plays high. See what I'm saying? Your partner makes a lead. But if the dummy plays low, you play your highest card. I mean, maybe her partner had the king. That jack is going to beat anything that the dummy has because dummy played low. But unfortunately, South is going to play the king. And now, not only is the ace of clubs, the king of clubs, and the queen of clubs good for North, but the 10 of clubs is good too. You guys see that? Because East played the jack.
Okay.
So all her clubs are going to be good. And what can she do with those good clubs? She can throw up her garbage. Throw off her garbage. And her garbage would be diamonds. Guys, you see that, I hope. Okay. All right. So that's what happens if they clubs are led. Let's do the 6 of spades. 6 of spades is led. Hand goes down on the table. Same plan. It's the same losers. So with the 6 of spades, North is still going to play the ace on it because she's got a singleton in her hand. So that's why she's going to play the ace, because after that she could trump it. So she plays the ace of spades on it. And then she's going to be in her hand when she's done. And now she leads the trump. Remember, declarers, once you first get your first winning trick, that's when you pull the trump. Get out your opponent's trump. If all she was missing was the ace of hearts, I would tell her not to pull trump. Can someone tell me why? If she, by some grace of God, had 12 trump and all she was missing was the ace, why would I tell her not to pull trump? Come on, you can do this.
Because she's missing, she'll be using up 2 of hers.
To get out a card that she's going to lose to anyway. She
Because
can't beat the
she
ace
can
of
trump
trump.
everything.
Why would she waste 2 of her trump to get out her opponent's ace if that's all she was missing? But in this case, she's missing 5 trump. So once she wins, if a spade is led, once she wins that ace of spades in her hand and the dummy, she will now play the queen of hearts, honor from the short side, to try to get out her opponent's ace. And they probably will fall. Queen of hearts from north, ace of hearts from east, 3 of hearts from south, 2 of hearts from west. What's East going to play back when she takes that ace of hearts? Think about what the lead was from her partner.
Wait.
Lead a spade back.
She's going to lead a spade back. Her partner led a spade. But Anne, the jack and the 5 and the 3 are sitting on the table. So what? Her partner led it. Maybe her partner's out. Maybe her partner has the king. Her partner does have the king, but it doesn't matter because South will trump it. Why is East leading it when South doesn't have any more? What's the obvious answer?
The trump?
He doesn't know that South is out. Which
Oh.
hand is on the table? Which hand is on the table for everyone to see? South or
North.
north?
North.
North. So East doesn't know that South is out. She doesn't know she's going to be trumped. And I know that going to Long Beach is a big trip for me. But I'm telling you that if you had the cards in front of you, that would be an answer. That wouldn't be a problem for you because you would see it on the table. So just think about that. What would be less confusing for you? Now, I think having the cards on the table in front of you would be less confusing, but that's your decision. It's easier for me to teach on Zoom, but it's not as beneficial for you. Okay, so if the 6 of spades is led, 6 of spades from west, ace of spades from north, 4 of spades from east, 8 of spades from south, then she leads trump, queen of hearts from north, ace of hearts from east, 3 of hearts from south, 2 of hearts from west. That's one trick for east. Now east is going to play back what her partner led. What you play the 4 before, 9 of spades from east, trump card, 6, I think it's a 6 of trump from south. And now will west play her king?
No.
No.
But shouldn't third hand play high?
Oh,
Not when it's already been trumped.
They've already lost the trick.
Not when it's already been trumped. If east plays a spade back after she takes the ace of trump and south trumps it, west will not play a high spade because she's already lost the trick to the trump card. So she'll play a low spade on it. You guys follow that?
Yes.
mhm.
It's
No.
really kind of, what's the word? Self-evident. Okay. So now South is back in control. And she's gotten the ace of trump out. And she's in her hand because she trumped in her hand. She couldn't trump a spade on the board. She still had spades. So she's going to get out some more hearts. She was missing 5 hearts. On the first heart trick, she got out 2 of her opponent's hearts. There's still 3 more floating around, right?
Oh,
Right.
Am I going too fast?
Yeah.
So let's get those hearts out. She's in her hand. I don't want her. I don't want her to play a low heart to the 10 on the board. Because I want her to, she won't have another heart to get back to her hand. So let's leave those high cards from her hand. She knows that she's got all the high cards. She's got to play, she's hoping that she doesn't have to play it too many times. So she has 3 more hearts out. So let's play that king of hearts. King of hearts, low heart from west, 10 of hearts from north, 5 of hearts from east, 1 more heart out. Let's play the jack, the remaining heart from west. What should she throw off from north? How about the spade? She doesn't need that low spade. She needs those clubs. Those clubs are all good, right, guys?
right.
She's not going to throw off a club. So she could throw off a diamond, I guess. It doesn't go. No, let's keep that 10 of diamonds as protection against the ace. Let's throw off a low spade. Now that she's gotten all the hearts out, right? Now it's time to play the clubs. King of clubs. Oh, if a club was led, she already played the king of clubs, right?
Oh,
We
So
were
then
leading.
if a club was led, she has to play low now to the ace and the king, ace and the queen and the 10. If a spade was led, she still has the king of clubs. So she'll now lead the king of clubs. She'll take the clubs and at some point, how many tricks has she lost? She's lost the ace of hearts and that's it, right, guys?
Right.
I think that's it. At that point, she's going to play all those clubs. She's going to throw off her diamonds on those clubs. And I don't think she's going to have any diamonds left. She might have 1 diamond left. She has a diamond, then she'll lead it and she'll lose it. So she's going to lose 1 diamond. She'll lose 1 diamond. She'll lose the ace of hearts. She won't lose any spades because she's got the ace and she'll trump the rest. And she's going to play the honor from the short side in clubs and throw off her loser diamonds on her winning clubs from the dummy. Were you able to follow that?
yes,
Yes.
Everybody was able to follow that.
yes.
I zipped through it pretty fast. If you did not do this with actual cards for homework, please do it so you can see how it goes. Is there anyone who doesn't know what to do with a card after you've won the trick? I taught you that in beginner's bridge. Just to remind you, remember you put it down in front of you, facing the direction of the side that won it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if this was the card and you won the trick, you would place it in front of you like this. If your opponents won the trick, you would put it in front of you like this, with the short sides facing the people that won the trick. And you put all the cards in front of you, 13 cards, all next to each other like that.
Do you take all 4 cards from the trick and put them into one? Or just-
No,
Not if you're playing the modern way. Oh, yeah, back in the day you did.
Forget back in the day, today.
No, today, hang on. Go anywhere without my cards. So, first trick is played. I just realized this thing I bought is two-sided. How nice is that? I could put 2 hands on it. Okay.
Excuse me, Anne, what page?
Let
are
me
we on?
just finish what I'm saying and then you can ask a question. So I've just played a card, right? This is my trick. I played a card. It's the 9 of clubs. Let's say I won the trick with the 9 of clubs. My partner and I will put the cards in front of us this way. Let's say we're north and south,
Face
all
down?
right?
Face
Face the short sides of the rectangle facing the side that won the trick.
in the card face
My
down.
opponents are over here and they won the trick, like I played a 9 and they played an ace. I'm going to put the card in front of me this way. Now the next trick, I won. So I put the card right over it, overlapping, not covering it completely, facing the person who won, facing the side that won the trick. Next one, they won. And then all you do is count the cards that are facing you and your partner to know how many tricks you won.
2
If you
questions.
gather up the cards together, you're not gonna realize which hand you won the trick in. So that's how you do it.
2 questions on that. 1, the cards are placed face down to indicate who won it. Is that
The
correct?
cards are placed face down, but if you forget who won the trick, you can ask to have everybody turn over the card from that trick, not a previous trick, but that trick before the next card is laid. You can ask to see that trick.
And who puts the cards in front of who? Who's the side?
Everybody puts the cards in front of themselves.
So this,
So all 4 players, including the dummy, have at the end of the hand have 13 cards in front of them, each card facing who won that trick.
total of 13 cards, yeah.
Unless you dealt wrong.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. Okay, everybody got it? Okay, whoever has a radio or something on, I'm going to ask you to please do something about that so we don't all listen to your radio. Okay, so I think that takes care of that hand. Let's go to the second hand on that page.
And what page are you on?
I'm on 33. Unfortunately, I'm on the same
Thank
page I
you.
was 25 minutes ago. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but we
ask, I'm
couldn't
not
find
gonna answer any questions right now about, unless you don't know what page we're on. I'm not gonna answer any questions right now because I won't cover the material if I do. Okay, South is the dealer. We were supposed to do this in preparation for today, so I'm not gonna be able to give you time to look it over. So South has 15 and 5 has 20 points, 20 high card points. 12 and 3 is 15. I'm sorry, wait a minute. 12 and 3 is 15 and, am I counting wrong?
18.
17
I
high
have
card
17.
points and 1 point for the extra heart. That's what it
Right.
is. It's an
18,
18-point hand. 1 heart is the opening bid.
right.
West is in the overcall position. West has 6, 7, 8 points, not enough to overcall. Plus, West doesn't have a 5-card suit anyway, so West passes. North is the responder to a 1 heart opening bid, cannot support the hearts. If if North has 11 points, North can go to the 2 level and change the suit. Remember that when we talked about responses.
yeah.
North has 7 and 3 is 10 high card points, plus 2 points for the extra clubs. North has 12, right? 7 and 10. 12 points total. North will say 2 clubs. As soon as North says 2 clubs, South knows her partner has at least 11 points and almost definitely cannot support her hearts. She cannot bid hearts again because she doesn't have 6, right?
Right.
You can bid a suit twice without your partner supporting you unless you have 6. She
Mhm.
doesn't have another suit to bid. She can't pass. Why can't she pass? Her partner
It's a
bid
partner bid.
and change the suit. You can't, if responder bids a new suit, opener has to bid again. Get that tattooed on your arm. If responder bids a new suit, opener cannot pass. What will opener do? What can opener bid if she has nothing
Two-
else to bid?
To no trump.
Can't
To
support her
no
partner's
Trump. To
clubs.
no Trump.
To Trump.
She's gonna bid no trump. But should she bid 2 no trump or 3 no trump?
Well, she has.
Well, does she have
17.
enough?
She has
Does she know exactly how many points her partner has?
Yeah,
She knows her
least
partner has
11.
at least 11.
good enough.
She's got 14.
17.
Sorry, 18, sorry. She's got
No, that's-
18.
Less one.
17.
All
Eight.
right.
You don't
17 and
count.
Well, you
You
take
she
the
has
length-
12 and
you
5.
Take the length away.
Has 12 and 5 is 17 and 1 is 18.
I thought you didn't count distribution with no Trump.
Right. I didn't get there yet. She has 18 points. She's thinking about what to bid next. So now she's going to think, okay, I'm going to bid no trump. Now I can't count that 18th point. That's why she doesn't have 18 points.
Okay,
So she's going to say, okay, if I have even 17 points, my partner has 11, that's 28 points right there. That is enough for 3 no trump. So she goes to 3 no trump. The partner passes, even though she's got a singleton. It's a little scary. And she has a doubleton, but her partner bid no trump, so her partner says, I can cover it. Plus her partner bid hearts. So she's got
And-
the hearts covered. Yes.
And in the bidding, what would have happened if instead of bidding 3 no trump, she bid 2 no trump? And then North could have rebid her clubs and then they could have gone to 3 no trump?
Yes, but just remember, yes, if South said 2 no trump, North, because she has those pretty clubs, probably would have repeated the clubs and South would have then gone to 3 no trump. But my point is that when you say 2 no trump instead of 3 no trump, you're giving an invitation, which North could have declined.
Uh,
If North didn't have those 6 clubs, she might have passed on 2 no trump,
Okay,
thinking her partner had 13, 14 points, right?
right,
You know, her
yes.
partner is just saying no trump just because she doesn't have anything else to bid. And North then could then say, okay, well, if you're giving me an invitation, I don't really have too much more. I'm just going to pass. So I think in that case, it was good that South said 3 no trump. Okay, so that means that since South bid no trump first, West is again the lead on lead. But this time she's not even going to think about leading a doubleton, because when you're leading against no trump, you want to lead your partner's suit. Her partner didn't bid anything. So she leads the 4th down from her longest and strongest suit. She's got 2 suits, both of which are 4 cards. Which one would you like her to lead?
Hearts.
Didn't her
Hey.
opponents bid hearts?
Oh, yes.
Spades.
Yes.
Spades.
I think it's
Spades. You've got to remember the bidding when you lead, guys.
Right.
You've got to remember what your partner bid, and you've got to, or if anything, and you've got to remember what your opponents bid. You're not going to lead into a suit that your opponent opened. How does she know that her opponent doesn't have the ace, the queen? You don't want to lead into this.
Okay.
So she's going to lead the 4 of spades. Isn't that lovely? She just made North's queen good. Do you see why?
Yes.
Because she's leading away from the king. Okay. Dummy comes down on the table, and North makes her plan by counting her winners. She's got 3 winners. Sorry, she's got 2 winners that she can count on in spades. She doesn't know about West leading away from a king, right?
Right.
So she's thinking maybe East will take the king, but she knows that if East takes, she's going to play the queen on the 4. If East takes the king, She has the jack and the ace after that. So she's got 2 winners in spades, but spades is a suit that she's not going to push. And she's not going to push it because after she gets rid of her winners, she can't stop them from playing the spade. She has a short suit. And as we're going to learn today, you want to push your long suits in no trump. So she's got 2 winners in spades, but she's going to stay away from spades. She's only got 1 winner in hearts, even though she bid it. She's staying away from hearts. She's going to let her opponents play the hearts. She's got 2 winners in diamonds, but again, she's staying away from the diamonds because she doesn't have a lot of winners in that suit. So we're counting 2 in spades, 1 in hearts is 3, 2 in diamonds is 5. But clubs, clubs is the suit that she's going to embrace with all her heart. And that's the suit she's going to push by playing the honor from the short side first, meaning playing that queen of clubs and then playing a low club to the ace and the king. And you know how many club tricks she's going to take, my friends? Can you tell me how many club tricks she's going to take? Take a look at East and West.
4, 5, 6.
5.
She's making 6.
6.
She has 3 top winners in clubs. What's going to happen on those top winners? East is going to drop her jack, her 10, and her 9.
Oh,
West is going to drop her 8 and her 3,
Right,
which means after South plays the queen from the hand to the 6 and the dummy, then plays the queen in her hand, then the 6 to the ace, and then the king, the 7, the 5, and the 4 will all be good. She's going to take every club trick there is. She will have 6 club tricks, 2 diamond tricks is 8, 1 heart trick is 9, and 2 spade tricks is 11.
those over tricks.
She will have 2 over tricks. Why didn't she bid 6? She's not making 6.
She didn't know.
And that's because she pushed the suit that she was the longest in. She didn't get all wrapped up in, oh, I have an ace. Oh, I have an ace and a king. That's fine. Push your longest suit first. I basically just taught you today's lesson. And that's how you play in no trump. Okay, any questions about that? Now you can ask a question. Those of you that played it, did you play it that way, pushing the clubs first?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I hope
did.
so.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope so.
I thought it was
And
obvious.
did you make 11 tricks?
I don't remember. I don't think so, probably.
But do you see how you can make 11 tricks?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you to take 5 minutes and look over page 34. And we will discuss it. And while you're doing that, I am going to share my screen. Oh no, I'm not the host. Janine, are you there? Janine, could you make me the host, please, so I can share my screen?
You're a
Yeah, you're the
co-host now.
co-host now.
You're co-host.
Want to be
now.
the host or the
Co-host.
co-host?
Well, let's see if I can.
See if you can do it now. If you can't, I'll make it.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, don't worry about what's on the screen. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
But that is not it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask those of you that are reading aloud, go right ahead and do so with the muted muted Zoom there. At a quarter of, we will discuss.
No stamp.
I don't have any more. Shh. Guys, please. Maybe like another minute or two.
I'm done.
If you have read the page, if you've read the sheet and you understand everything, you could start taking a look at the hands on that are being shared in front of you. But we're not going to be talking about those for a little while. But you can get a jump on that.
Are we looking at the board or at a paper that we have?
As I said, I'm giving you only a few more seconds. Those
Yeah.
people that have read 34 and feel like they've got it all, I
Yes.
invited them to look at the screen share.
The screen share. Okay, fine. That's what I wanted to know. Okay,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm gonna ask everybody else to kind of just like wrap it up. Okay, I'd like to go over, the screen share is gonna stay up there, but I'm gonna ask that you kind of follow along on 34, and we're gonna have plenty of time on the screen share. So we're gonna read it together, and then we're gonna crystallize it into what is the essential. I could put it into 2 sentences, what I have here. Playing in a suit contract versus playing in a no trump contract. Now, this is aimed at declarer, because they're the ones that have to make the contract. So when you're playing in a suit contract, as soon as your opponents have led a card and your partner has put down the dummy, Claire is going to make her plan. And as I've told you repeatedly, in a suit contract, she counts the number of potential losers she has. She may have more losers than she thought, and she may have fewer, but she's counting what she thinks is the maximum number of losers that she has. If she counts enough that she still makes her contract, that's fine. But that's not usually the situation. Usually you got to do some kind of little song and dance there, not to lose more tricks than you're allowed to. What does she do? She's counting 4 losers and she can only lose 3. She has to convert a loser into a winner. How do you do that? There's 2 common ways. One is to make yourself void in a suit so you could trump it. And another way is to discard losing cards on winning cards. Getting rid of cards is very important for another reason. If you get rid of losers, then if you're in a certain hand, you don't have to lead that suit. You don't have to lead a suit that you're not going to take tricks in, because you've already thrown off those cards in that suit on some other trick. But the word transportation, if you've never heard it, you're hearing it now. Transportation is very important. You need to be able to get to both your hand and the dummy. If you need to get to the dummy, let's say, remember we talked about cross ruff? Have we talked about cross ruff in this hand, in this game? Sorry, let me try that again. Have we talked about cross ruff in this class?
No,
I think so.
I don't
Okay.
think. so.
I have a suit here that has no hearts. I have a hand here that has no hearts, and I have a hand here that has no diamonds. I have no hearts in one place, I have no diamonds in the other. Spades, and I've got spades in both places. So what do? When I'm here, I lead a heart. So I get over here and I trump it. And I'm over here, I lead a diamond. So when I'm over here, I trump it. I go back and forth between the 2 hands, playing the card that I'm voided in the other place. That's one example of transportation. I found a way to get from one hand to the other. Don't always have that. Maybe the only way to get to a particular hand is to lead a low card to a card that you have, like a suit you have an ace in or a king in. But your opponents are going to see that. they're going to try to keep you from getting to the board. They don't know what's in your hand, but they know it's on the board. So if they see that your only entry into the board, the only place in the board, and the board means the dummy, the only place in the board that you can win a trick in is hearts, with the ace of hearts, they're going to play that heart. They're going to force you to play it so you don't have a way to get to that board. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
that's something for you, defenders. If you're trying to keep your declarer from making her contract, if you see that the only way she's going to get, she has nothing else on the board but that ace of hearts or that ace of diamonds or that good king, play that suit, force her to take it, because if she needs to get to the board later, she's not going to have a way to do it. So just keep that in mind. All right, so that's what happens in a suit contract. You try to make yourself short in a particular suit. You're going to play those short suits, make yourself void so you can trump it. Of course, if you have all the aces and the kings and the queens, you don't need to do that. Just take your tricks after you get out your opponent's trump. Remember, you got to get out your opponent's trump first. Otherwise, your aces and kings and queens may not be good. It is the opposite in no trump. In no trump, you want to play just like we did before. Remember with those clubs? Remember we got those 6 tricks in clubs because we played out all the clubs and there was nothing left in your opponent's hands in clubs. So get those long suits. Even if you have to force out, even if you lose one, even if you're missing the ace and you push that suit and you force out them to play the ace, play it. Play that suit. Eventually you'll get back control and you can just run them. And nobody can stop you because it's no trump and they can't trump you. So as it says here, playing in no trump. As soon as the dummy lays down, I shouldn't say the dummy lays down a card. Dummy's not supposed to lay down during the game. As soon as the dummy lays down, declarer makes her plan by counting the number of winners that she has, sure winners that she has. Is a jack a sure winner?
No,
Is a queen, is a king a sure winner?
no.
Could be.
Oh, the king's only a sure winner if you've got the ace. Nothing sure unless you've got the top. The only sure winners in bridge are the aces. Kings are sure if you've got the ace to go with it. If she has enough sure winners to make her contract, no problem. But again, that's not usually the case. So declarer has to try to promote winners. When I say promote winners, push a suit in which she has winners. In other words, if you're missing the ace and the king, push that suit anyway. Get out your opponent's ace and king. Make your queens and jacks and tens and nines good. A note on I just said it. A note on counting sure winners. The only sure winners you can count on are aces. You can count kings if you have the aces. You can count queens if you have the kings and aces, etc., etc. And the way to promote losers into winners is by doing the opposite of what you did in a suit contract. Instead of creating shortness in suits, you want to push the suits in which you have length. Lead the suit in which you have the most cards, you and your partner together. Force the opponents to play their high cards. And they're usually going to not play them right away. They're only going to play them when you push the suit enough that you force them to play it because they have to follow suit. Once you have pushed out all the cards that beat yours, now you'll have winners in that suit. And you have resisted playing your aces and your kings in the other suits. That's your way to get back control so you can push the suit that you were pushing. Okay, so let's take a look at these 2 hands. One of these hands is going to end up in a suit contract on the screen. One of the hands is going to be a no trump contract. Which one? Well, I'm going to give you a minute to look at those hands. And I want you to tell me which one you think is going to be the no trump contract and which one you think is going to be the suit contract.
Are you talking about the ones on the board?
I'm talking about the ones on the screen.
Got it.
So what do you think, guys? Which one of those hands do you think is going to be the no trump hand? Hand one or hand two?
And two.
Mm,
Anybody disagree?
I'm just guessing.
Just guessing, okay?
I think it's gonna,
Me one.
Or maybe they'll both be no trump hands.
No.
you said that.
I said what?
I thought you said one is no Trump and the other is,
Maybe I lied. Maybe I forgot I said that.
I thought by definition, everything you say is never a lie. That's my,
Be a mistake.
The
All right.
second hand
You
is
should
the
know
no
right
Trump
away
hand.
that hand number one would not be a no trump hand because you've got to fit in a major suit.
Yes.
Right.
And you're
Right.
not going to play a no trump if there's a fit in a major suit. Promise me you won't do that.
Right.
Okay, so obviously, hand number one has a fit in spades. You're gonna be playing in spades. We'll talk about what level in a minute. Hand number two, there is no fit in a major suit. That's why hand number two is the no trump hand. Yes?
Yes.
Those of you that
Yes.
were guessing, those of you that were guessing don't have to guess anymore. Because I made you promise that you were going to play in a major suit if you had a fit. All right, let's look at hand number one. And East, as it says, there is the dealer. East has 8, 9, 12, 14 high card points. Am I right?
Right.
Yes.
1 point for the extra spade. East has 15 points. 15 to 17 points could be one no trump, but not in this case because it's not a balanced hand. So
Right.
East is going to open one spade.
Right.
Okay. I don't even care what North and South, what North and South do. I can't really give you all the bidding because I don't know what's in North and South because I didn't even make it up. But we will see that the final contract will be what?
4 spades.
Or spades.
I'm thinking since West has 5 and 7, 12 points, probably West will have responded 3 spades in either case. Even if either West will go to 4 spades on her own, or she'll say 3 spades and East will go to 4. East has more than opening points, right?
Right.
East is going to take it to 4 spades. Anybody have a question as to how they got to 4, as to whether they will have 4 spades? I have 7 of diamonds lead. Who's making the lead? What seat is making the lead? Is it North or South?
Wait, East.
Now,
Think who declare is going to be.
South.
It's going to be South because
South.
if East is the dealer, if East is declarer and West is the dummy, the lead comes from the person to the right of the dummy, which would be South. South leading the 7 of diamonds. West puts her hand down on the table. East makes her plan by counting her losers. It's in a suit contract of 4 spades. How many losers does she have in spades, potentially?
1.
One.
She definitely has a potential loser of the Queen of Spades.
1. Yeah.
Where would the Queen of Spades have to be for her to lose it?
And
In
east.
South.
No, ma'am.
Oh, not east. South. No.
South.
North.
North.
In North. If she leads, well, there's 2 ways of playing the spades. She has 8 spades, meaning her opponents have 5 spades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most common split of when you're missing 5 is 3 and 2. It's not a promise it's going to be 3 and 2. It could be 4 and 1. It could be 5 and 0. God, that's a horror when it's 5 and 0, but it could be. So I would think, because it's unlikely if she plays the ace and then the king for the queen to drop. The only way the queen would drop in that case is if one of her opponents had 2 spades and one of them was the queen. You guys understand what I just said?
Yes.
She's got the ace and the king. So she might choose to say, okay, I'm going to play the ace first and then the king, or I'll play the king first and then the ace. And then if someone doesn't have 2 spades with a queen, it's not going to drop. So she's probably going to finesse. She will finesse the jack towards the king, right?
Yes.
She'll play a jack if from east. If south plays low, she'll play low. But if north has the queen, she'll take it. You see that? Follow that? Okay. So I have no idea where the queen is because I didn't make up the north and south spades. But she does have a potential loser in spades, in the queen of spades. In hearts, does she have any potential losers?
No.
Not a one.
One. What?
She has no losers in hearts.
No.
She's got the ace, the king, and the queen.
Right.
And her ace is a singleton, which means what can she do with her king and queen? What can she do with her king and queen of
Drop.
hearts? Drop off losers.
Losers.
Remember we talked about that? How do you
Yes.
promote? How do
Round
you
off
get
losers.
rid of losers? You drop
Yes.
them off on winners. So I gave her a king and a queen that she could drop off 2 losers from her hand. The ace is going to be a winner. She'll play a low heart on her ace of hearts, but her king and queen will be used to drop off 2 losers. Okay. But so she has no losers in hearts. She has 1 possible loser in diamonds.
Diamonds, yes.
Well, she could lose 2 actually, depending on what the split of spades is like. She's got an ace and a king, but she's got another diamond in the dummy that she could lose. She won't be able to drop off she won't be able to drop off that diamond in the dummy because she has no winners in her hand that she could drop that diamond off on. She only has winners in the dummy that she can drop off losers from her hand. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So she has 1 potential loser in diamonds, and she has 3 potential losers in clubs. 3 potential losers in clubs. That queen of clubs is only going to be good if her opponents lead the ace and the king. Otherwise, she's going to play that queen and they're going to take it. So what I would do if I'm playing this hand is
Get rid of
once
the
I get out, the 7 of diamonds is led. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it in my hand with the king. And the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else, I know I always say to play the trump. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lead the ace of hearts. Can someone tell me why?
Well, it'll help you dump off losers. Right?
It'll get me so I don't get stuck in there with the ace of hearts. Now, if I play the ace of hearts, I can play a low one on there and I freed up the hearts. So the next time a heart is led, I'll be where I want to be to play that heart. So 7 of diamonds from south, and I'm going to take it with the king in my hand. I'm going to play the ace of hearts. I don't think anyone else is going to be out of hearts. I mean, there's still there's still 8 more hearts out. I don't think anybody else has 8 hearts. So I think that they'll both have a heart. And now I will finesse the spade. After I take the ace of hearts, I'm going to finesse the spade. Even if I lose the spade, I'll be able to, if I lose the spade, here's the problem though. If I lose the spade, they could lead clubs. And I could potentially lose 3 clubs. But I'm thinking if they lead clubs, they may lead the ace and the king. Hopefully I don't lose 3 clubs. Hopefully I win the finesse. If I win the finesse in spades, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play a diamond. After I get out the spades, I'm going to play a diamond to the ace, and then I'm going to play the king and the queen of hearts and drop off my 2 clubs. Do you see I'm going to drop off my 2 clubs, get rid of 2 losers?
Right.
And guess what? There's the possibility that after I've played the ace and the king and the queen, it's doubtful. Now they're still going to have hearts. My 3 and 2 are never going to be good, but I certainly can trump that 3 and 2 afterwards. So I will lose 1 club, 1 diamond, and maybe 1 spade. And I will make my contract.
On the jack of spades finesse, potential finesse, does it matter if you play the 10 in finesses like that? Is there any difference at all?
If you lead the jack or you lead the 10?
Yeah.
No,
No.
but
okay.
most people usually lead the higher one of touching honors. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Some people might, before they finesse the spades, it's a thought, you might lead the ace in case somebody had a singleton queen.
Mhm.
Just lead that ace and then do the finesse jack to the king.
Got it.
Follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Couldn't
Okay.
hurt.
I think you probably lose the queen no matter where it sits.
Not if the queen is sitting in south.
If there's no difference in this finesse, of course lead the ace then, because there's a,
Yes,
I don't know if it's a 5% chance. Maybe you grab the queen on a
you have
single.
nothing to lose.
Right. Okay.
If the queen of spades is sitting in south, you don't lose it.
Okay.
Because if you play the jack and south plays the queen and you play the king
King.
from west, you still have the 10. You don't lose it. You don't lose.
Okay.
The only way you lose that, you lose anything in spades is if north has the queen. Okay, let's go on to hand number 2. What do you think the final contract of that's going to be? Well, let's start with north. What's north's opening bid, if anything?
1 diamond.
One
diamond.
diamond, absolutely. She's got 4, 8, and 5 is 13, 14 high card points, 1 point for the extra diamond, 15 points. She's going to open 1 diamond. Does she get anything for her doubletons?
4, 5, 6. She has 2 extra points.
2 extra, yes, right, sorry, 2 extra points. 4, 8, and 5, 13, 14, 16 points, right, thank you. Your eyes are better than mine. She has, it's a 6 card suit. She has 16 points. She opens 1 diamond, same as she would with 13 points, same as she
Yes.
would with 21 points. South does not have a 4-card major to show her. Does South have enough points to go to the 2 level and change the suit?
Yes.
Yes, she does. She only needs 11. Remember, you only need 11 points to go to the 2 level and change the suit?
Right.
South has 6 in spades, 2 in hearts is 8, 7 in clubs is 15.
And 1
And
for
1
length.
more for the extra club is 16 points. She has 16 points of her own. She will say 2 clubs. She doesn't quite have enough to do a jump shift. Jump shift would be like 18 points. She could then say 3 clubs or jump, but no, she doesn't have it. So North says 1 diamond, South says 2 clubs. North says, I don't like your clubs. I love my diamonds. What is North going to say? Should she go to 5 diamonds? She has no idea what South's diamonds are like.
So 2 diamonds. She got 6.
Can't. Her partner said 2 clubs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3
Oh,
diamonds.
yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
like 2 diamonds. 2
Why not?
diamonds is a weak bid.
It
2
doesn't
diamonds
show
is a
have
weak
any-
bid.
Doesn't show she has 6.
It says, partner, I'm repeating my diamonds because I have 6 of them, but I don't really have a lot of points. She's got 16 points, we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a medium hand.
And a match in
she have a-
diamond and a match in diamonds.
She has a medium hand. Remember with a medium hand, you skip a level?
Yes.
So it's going to be 1 diamond from North. Remember, medium hand is 16 to 18 points. 1 diamond from North, 2 clubs from South, partner. I can't support your diamonds. I have a nice suit of my own and I've got at least 11 points. North says, okay, I'm going to show you my medium hand by repeating my suit because I have 6 of them. And I'm going to skip a level. I'm going to say 3 diamonds. South says, okay, my partner has 16 to 18 points. How does she know that?
Did at the 3 level.
Because North jumped, showing a medium hand. She says, the only suit that I'm lousy in is diamonds. My partner has 6 of them. She bid it twice. I've got stoppers in spades. I've got stoppers in hearts. I've got stoppers in clubs. I've got everything but diamonds. My partner has diamonds taken care of. What is South's bid?
3 no trump.
Absolutely 3 no trump. There's enough points for 3 no trump. She's got, what did I say she has? 6, 8, 15 point high card points. Her partner has 16 to 18. There might even be some consideration of 6 no trump here.
Really? Wow.
It's iffy. It's iffy. And she's not going to make 6 no trump because she's going to lose the king of hearts and she's going to lose the ace of diamonds. But
Right.
the thought should at least go into her head. The thought should go into her head about bidding, about playing. And as a matter of fact, you know what I would do in that case? I wouldn't say 3 no trump. I'd say 4 no trump. Not asking for aces. Now why? Let me explain to you. I know I'm getting a little complicated here. 4 no trump. Remember the Blackwood convention I taught you about asking for aces?
Right.
It would be clear that that's not what that bid would mean in this case, because you haven't agreed on a suit, correct? So how could you be thinking of playing in a suit contract when you haven't agreed on a suit? So if South said 4 no trump in this case, it's North would know she's not asking for aces. She's giving me an invitation to 6 no trump.
Oh,
That's what that would be.
Wow, that would have gone right past me if I was playing.
But you understand that?
Now I do.
All right. So it's very clear. 4 no trump, yes, is a bid that's asking for aces, but only when you or asking for aces in terms of going to slam, but only when the partnership has agreed on a suit. And you're thinking about whether you can make slam in that suit. There's been no agreement on suit. They've been clubs, they've been diamonds, that's it. No agreement.
If both sides, of course, are on the same,
Okay, the person,
Do you want to go for slam?
somebody have a question? I hear people discussing the hand. Do you have a question about that? Let Michael ask his question and then the people who are discussing can ask their question, please. Go ahead, Michael.
okay. Agreeing on suit is obviously if, say, both of them had diamonds, they agreed on diamonds, and that would indicate by both of them bidding in diamonds behind
Yes.
each other.
Yes,
What about if somebody bid in diamonds, the other passed? Is that a sort of an agreement or what? Like one partner says, 5 diamonds and the other passed. Are they agreeing in diamonds? Is that considered an agreement?
No,
it depends. It depends on if if the person who passed has been passing all along. Sometimes people pass because they don't have the right to bid. They don't have what to bid. And sometimes you're passing because you're in a contract that you belong in. It depends on what's happened before that. If you're bidding diamonds and I'm bidding diamonds and you say 5 diamonds and I pass and I've been bidding your diamonds all along, you can assume that means I'm okay with that contract.
I see. So you got to
But
look
if
at what
you said
happened.
1 diamond and I pass and you keep bidding diamonds and I'm still passing, it's because I still can't bid.
Right. So you have to look at the past to see.
You have to think about the totality of the bidding.
Got it. Thank you.
The people that were discussing the hand, do you have a question? I guess not. Okay, so I definitely 3 no trump. If you're a little daring, you could say 4 no trump and invite somebody to slam, but I don't think if South did say 4 no trump, that North would accept the invitation. North is looking at 2 losers, definitely, maybe a loser in it's not clear enough to go to 6 no trump. So they're either going to be in 3 no trump or 4 no trump. Let's see, with a 6 of hearts, and the 6 of hearts is going to come from where? Who do you think Declare is going to be in this contract, North or South?
South,
Who bid no trump, North or South?
south,
South. So who leads the 6 of hearts?
West.
west.
Good. It's West. The person to the right of North. All right. So if West leads the 6 of hearts, what would you like North to play on? Well, let's first make our plan. Let's first make our plan. Okay. How many winners in spades?
3.
Only 3. Got the ace, the king, the queen, and the jack. But you can't make more tricks than you have cards.
Right,
So you can only have 3 tricks.
right.
How many definite tricks in hearts?
1.
1.
1. Now, we know that if West led away from the king, meaning that West had the king and led a suit in which she had the king, do you see that North gets 2 tricks? You see she gets the ace and the queen that way?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. If when West led, she had the king, but we don't know. I don't know. I made up the hands and I still don't know where the king is.
So there's only
But-
one trick there. Huh?
There's only one definite trick in hearts,
Okay.
which means she's going to stay away from hearts like poison. Because if she plays her ace of hearts, she has nothing to stop them from running the hearts. And that's why the heart was led by West, because North and South don't have a lot, East and West do. So you're leading your best suit. So she led her best suit. So stay away. She's staying away from hearts. She has 1 definite trick in hearts, 3 definite tricks in spades. That's 4 tricks. In diamonds, that's the suit she's going to push. But and she doesn't have the ace. Who cares? When she gets out that ace, the rest of them are good. She has got 5
Women.
definite tricks in diamonds. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So the king, the queen, the jack, the 10, the 9, the 8, any one of them can push out her opponent's ace. And then the rest are all good. Play those diamonds like your life depends on it. 5 tricks in diamonds, 1 trick in hearts is 6, 3 tricks in spades is 9. La la, there's your contract. And 2 tricks in clubs is 11.
Okay.
I was right. She doesn't make 6. But it's so close to 6 that it was worth an invitation, right? It was worth saying 4.
Right.
Okay. So that's it.
And there's no reason to play in 5 no trump. We said that, right?
No, 4 no trump is the typical, 4 no trump is not, you don't play in 4 no trump either. It's just that is the typical invitation to 6 no trump. If you're not going to ask for aces, that's how you invite to 6 no trump, by saying 4 no trump.
Okay.
Follow?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what are the suits she's going to stay away from like poison?
Hearts.
Hearts and clubs. Hearts mostly. Hearts is the one suit that, bleh, especially because her opponents led it. The second suit she's going to stay away from is clubs. The suit she's going to push like anything is diamonds. After the diamonds, she goes for the spades. That's her second best suit. Third best suit is the clubs. Last suit she touches is the hearts. And she makes her 11 tricks. Good?
Good.
Good. Okay. In the 12 or 13 minutes that we have left, I'd like you to bid out on page 30, 35. I'm going to stop the screen share now, guys. You get to see my pretty face again. There you go. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay. Please bid out hand number 1 on page 35.
On page what, 35?
35, 35,
Okay.
35.
35, okay.
Okay, another few seconds. And then I'm going to ask somebody to please unmute and either raise their hand if they know how to. I really would prefer that you go to the reactions button and raise your hand if you would like to share how you bid this hand. We're only doing hand one. Sandra, go ahead, please. Sandra, you're muted. All your words of wisdom are being lost.
Okay, North is the dealer with 20 points, so he says two no trump. East has 9 points pass, South has
I don't
6
see 20 points. I don't see 20 points. I see 7 and 7 is 14 and 5 is 19.
Where am I getting 20?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's 19. So 19 has to say a suit. So then they'll say,
Because if it was 20 points, Sandra, that would be a two no trump opening bid.
right, so they say one diamond.
Correct.
Okay, and then South has 6
No,
points.
East bids next.
East has 9 points.
East does not. East has 10 points.
10 points, okay. But with 10 points, they can't be an overcaller.
Does anyone
You-
disagree with that?
You need 11 points to be an overcaller.
That's not true.
No,
Does anyone
sorry.
disagree with that? Guys, do you remember 10-5-2? Remember I
But
taught you
East
that
has
little
only-
thing, 10-5-2? That you can
has
overcall with
8
10
points.
points, 5 cards, and 2 high cards in the suit.
Yes,
That's exactly what
remember
East
that.
has.
I had this
East
down
has
as
10
one.
Okay.
points, 5 cards, and 2 high cards in that suit. East has a 1 spade overcall. What
Okay.
you're
10
thinking
points.
about, Sandra, what you're thinking about with 11 points is if your partner makes an opening bid, you can go to the next level and change the suit with 11 points.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
not talking about, that's not an overcaller. Okay, so North opens 1 diamond with a maximum hand. Remember, 19 points is a maximum hand. East overcalls 1 spade. Keep going, please. And South,
South has 6 points.
what
Is
is
that
what is
correct?
South's bid?
So South is going to say, I'm not sure. Are they going to say one no trump?
They are. If East
Okay.
had passed, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sandra, but if East
Yeah.
had passed, South would have said 1 heart. You see that?
Yes, with
Show
the
a 4-card
4
major.
hearts. Yes,
Even
yes.
though they're garbage, South has to show a 4-card
Right.
major. But because East overcalled and said 1 spade, that 1 heart bid is not available to South.
Right,
And she
right.
can't say 2 hearts, not with her points. So she's going to say 1 no trump.
Okay.
Gail, I see your hand. I'm going to, is it a question or did you want to do something?
I thought East has 9 points.
Yeah. I
East
see
has
that.
6. Hang on 1 second. Did I count wrong?
Yep.
6, 7, 8. Oh, 6, 8, 9 points. She does have 9 points.
I had 9 points, right.
I thought you said she had 10 points. So that's why I just trusted you. Okay, you know something? There are people who overcall with 9 points. All right, so let's say East does pass. I just went along with what you said about 10 points. So let's say South says 1 heart then.
1
Okay,
heart.
so we have one diamond pass, 1 heart. Keep going then, please. Thank you, Gail.
1 heart.
And
West
West?
has only 8 points. 8 points. They're
The West has
passing.
7. West has 7.
West is passing.
Yes.
Okay, so now it comes back to North with the 19 points. So this one said a heart. They have basically 1 heart. One second.
North said a
I'm getting-
diamond, East passed,
1
even though some
diamond.
people would have overcalled 1 spade
Right.
with
Oh,
that.
so they're gonna say, then they said 1 heart. And now it came back to North.
Yes,
So North, they're gonna try to do new minor forcing, aren't they? Did we learn new minor forcing?
we did, but this is not the case where you use new minor force.
Because if you say 1 diamond to 1 heart, now you have 3 hearts. He wants to know if South has 4 or 5 hearts.
Okay, don't even get into new minor forcing. That's next week. This is not the case for new minor forcing.
Okay, So it's one diamond. So maybe
I
now
want to know
they're
what
gonna,
North's rebid is. What does North bid after she says one diamond?
I think you have to say, they said one diamond. I think they have to say one no trump.
Okay, you guys are not remembering what the opener's second bid shows. The opener's second bid shows what kind of hand she has.
Oh, yes, this is a strong hand. So maybe
It's
you
the
have to say,
maximum hand. She
the
they
maximum.
must be in game.
Okay,
If she
Well,
says
Kim-
one no trump, she says I have a minimum hand 13 to 15 points. With 19 points, she will go right to three no trump.
oh, three no trump. Okay.
Does everyone have that? That she said three
No.
no trump?
Only because I got confused on all the bidding. Could you just go quickly through it again?
Okay. All right. North says opens one diamond with 19 points.
Got it.
East technically should not overcall. I probably would have her overcall. All right, I'm gonna do it both ways. I'm gonna give you two sets of bidding, one where East overcalls and one where East doesn't, okay? North says one diamond. We all agree on that. If East overcalls one spade, South will say one no trump. You all agree on that?
Yes.
And North then on her bid will say three no trump. Pass, pass, pass. The other set of bidding is East doesn't overcall. North opens one diamond and East passes. South will say one heart because she's showing a 4-card major. East on her second bid will say three no trump. My partner has 6 points. I have 19 points. I can't support her hearts because she only has 4. They still end up in three no trump. Is that clear now, Michael?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, it is. I'm just
Janine,
reacting on the stuff that you've taught us. And the 19 points, well, we don't know about that, but certainly the one diamond, okay. I just, I'm looking at South again. The reaction to one diamond to me is she opened, North opened with,
One diamond.
okay, so that means probably 4 diamonds,
That means probably 4, not 100%,
right? Could be
which
3.
means she can't support the diamonds.
So I don't have a match there at all.
So her job is to show a 4-card major, which she has.
Sure, we have hearts.
But if East
No, I'm sorry.
overcalls one spade, she can't show her hearts now. So she'd have to say one no trump.
Oh, okay.
Get it?
Yes, I do.